Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you guys all back to my channel, and today I am here with the ultimate Harry Potter tag. So I've actually never done a tag, and I figured why not start off with one of the really fun ones. And this one I've always wanted to do. I've just never made the time to write down the questions and stuff. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Question number 1 is favorite book. Ooh, that's difficult. I'm gonna have to say Goblet of Fire. I'm gonna have to say Goblet of Fire or Deathly Hallows. Honestly, it's between those two because Deathly Hallows really brought it all together, and then Goblet of Fire is where things got lit. So we're gonna have to go with those. My least favorite book is Chamber of Secrets. I don't know how people feel about that, but it's also my least favorite movie, so it's makes sense. Favorite movie is actually Prisoner of Azkaban. I just love Lupin, so. And my least favorite movie is, like I said before, actually, I think my least favorite movie is book number 5, Order of the Phoenix, because they leave out so much stuff in this movie compared to the book that I was just like, plus Umbridge. There we go. I figured it out. Question number 6 is, wait, did I skip? Oh, sorry. Question number 5 is favorite quote. I feel like I can quote a bunch of Dumbledore quotes. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I'll put it here because that takes a lot of thought for me. It's probably something Dumbledore says. Probably. I can't think of one right now. Sickness is drawing blanks, guys. Sickness is drawing blanks. Let's see. Let's just move on. So question number 6 is favorite Weasley. Fred and George. They're twins, so that counts as one, right? Yeah, Fred and George. Hands down. No question. Fred and George. I used to really go for Jenny. I was oh, this is the only girl, da-da-da-da. But the more times I reread the story, the more times I'm Fred and George are the real ones. They are your ride or dies. Play jokes with you. Play jokes on you. But let somebody else come for you. Oh, they coming for them. It's great. I love them. True brother dynamic. Fred and George. Question number 7 is favorite female character, and my favorite female character is actually a tie between, well, I'm speaking solely from the books. From the books, I'm gonna have to go with either Molly Weasley or I'm gonna have to go with Nymphadora Tonks. Now, they're both two opposing reasons. One, I feel like Tonks's presence in the books are not more profound, but she's in the books more, so you feel like you kind of know her. And I feel like she's me in the fact that she's a klutz. She likes being her own individual. She falls for the guy that she shouldn't fall for. Tonks is me. Okay, just checking. But yeah, Tonks is me, basically. And then Molly Weasley is a very strong woman, though it's muted in her, if that makes sense. They look at her as the mom, but you don't realize how powerful a mom is until they reiterate it in the fact that Harry's mom died to protect him. So it's mom vibes, Molly. So those are my favorite females. My favorite male character, I'm still basing this off the books. My favorite male character, this is hard. Fred and George are still my favorites. Especially in book 5, I really like Fred and George. And I just finished book 5, reading it again, so I'm going to go with Fred and George again, because there is so much ride or dies in that 5th book. So, yeah, Fred and George. Number 10 is your favorite professor. And my favorite professor would have to probably be the astronomy teacher. I cannot remember her name. No, that's more of my favorite class. I'm going to go with my favorite from the teachers that I know of is obviously Professor McGonagall. I mean, I'm still referencing book 5, but Professor McGonagall is that she's that kind of petty that you only embody at the older you get, where you get nice nasty, but then you're actually being really, really petty. That's Professor McGonagall. I need to embody that mood all the time at work. So, Professor McGonagall. Okay, so question number 11 is, would you rather wash Snape's hair or spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? Definitely wash Snape's hair. Could you imagine how much body that hair probably has if you hit it with a little Head and Shoulders? Like, I bet you he about got that Bucky bounce. You know, Bucky from Captain America. You know, when he went to Wakanda and got that shea and his hair was looking all lustrous. I feel like that's the same kind of thing I would do for Snape, like, if I got to wash his hair. So the next question is, would you rather duel an elated Bellatrix or duel an angry Molly? See, that's hard. Because an angry mom is actually worse. Well, actually, okay, I answered my question. I would rather duel a Bellatrix because I know what she's going to do. She's going to go for my jugular. She's going to try to kill me, basically. Like, I know what I'm looking at when I see an elated Bellatrix. With Molly, you don't know which Molly you're going to get. You get the Molly that yells at you for stealing the car, or you get the Molly that duels Bellatrix because she's messing with her daughter. I don't want them vibes. I don't need them problems. I'm going to stick to an elated Bellatrix. The next question is number 13. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts via Hogwarts Express or a flying car? I don't like driving, flying driving, or regular driving, so I'm going to go with Hogwarts Express. Duh. The next one is, would you rather kiss Voldemort or would you rather give Umbridge a bubble bath? I would rather kiss Voldemort. A, I don't think he has lips, so I don't think I would really feel it. And B, giving a bubble bath means I have to devote a whole lot of time. Like, I would just have to, and then the kiss will be over. So, kiss Voldemort. Number 15 is, would you rather ride a hippogriff or ride a firebolt? I would rather ride a firebolt. Putting my hands into the trust of a temperamental animal is basically asking for suicide. That's my theory. Number 16 is there a character which you felt differently about in the movies versus the books? So I love Luna in the movies. I feel like she was portrayed excellent. But in the books, I feel like she's even better in the books. I don't feel like they do her justice in the movie the way that the books do. Because the books, yeah, she comes off a little crazy, but she also comes off extremely brilliant, if that makes sense. So, like, I like the more dynamic Luna. Also, I feel like they don't do Ron justice in the movies because I don't know how to explain this. Like, why is it that in the movies Hermione knows everything Wizarding World, but Ron is just there for comedic relief? Ron actually speaks, in the books and has, like, good things to say. So, like, I feel like they did my bae wrong, but it's cool. Whatever. Number 17 is there a movie you prefer instead of the book? Nope. Nope. Definitely not. Number 18, Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore. So, wait, I forgot. Which old white man was that? We're talking about Magneto. We're talking about the other one. See, that's hard because I feel like I like the meeker version of Dumbledore because it fits more of the style of Dumbledore from the book. I'm going to have to go... Hold on. I don't know. So I'm going to go with Sir Michael Gambon only because I feel like in the terms of, like, battling Dumbledore, it was like he was kind of more what I pictured, but it's also the movie's fault. I can't really decide on this one. I'm very conflicted. I'm going to skip. I don't know. I don't know. Question number 19 says, your top things, person or event, which wasn't included in the movie that annoyed you most. Okay. Ooh, this is a lot. So, book 5, the whole end. The whole hallway of mystery scenes. The whole thing. I mean, granted, we got Reducto and, like, Ginny blew up the whole room. But, like, they didn't jump into the other rooms. Would have loved to have seen old dude's head turn into a baby head and, like, running and crying. I don't know why, but I find that comedic. So, like, book 5, the whole ending of book 5. Book 6, when Tonks, her Patronus changes because of Lupin. Would have loved to see that. Would have loved to see the interaction with Snape, all of that. I didn't like the fact that Luna found him. I would have loved Tonks to find him. I didn't like the fact that they completely diminished everything that was supposed to be in the maze in book number 4. I did not like the fact that, you know what? We're going to leave it to those 3. The number 1, of course, is always the "Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" Calmly. Obviously, I would change that because the word calmly means things, people. Words mean things. But yeah. Now, if we were talking about Fantastic Beasts, I'd have a whole other conversation, which we're not. So let's move on. Question number 20 says, if you remake any of the Harry Potter movies, which would it be? Goblet of Fire. That would be the first massive remake. Has to be Goblet of Fire. I want the creatures. I want more. The movie was alright, but there were a lot of scenes in the 4th book that could have been Hollywood worthy that they didn't put in. Hogwarts question. So question number 21 says, which house was your gut feeling you'd be part of? Ravenclaw. It was actually a tie to me. I knew that I was either going to be a Ravenclaw or a Slytherin, and I've taken the test multiple times, and I'm basically a Slytherclaw or a Ravenin. I'm a mix. Like, I really think it's my mood, but I've gotten Slytherin a couple of times on the Pottermore quiz, but I've gotten more Ravenclaw, and I identify obviously more with Ravenclaw. My holiday stuff is, vibes. So Ravenclaw, obviously. Number 23, hold on. Number 22 says, which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore? Ravenclaw. My first time ever doing it was Ravenclaw. My first 3 times doing it was Ravenclaw. I didn't get Slytherin until the 4th. Okay, so 23 is, which class would be your fave? I think that I would like to do astronomy from the Wizarding World standpoint. I feel like that would be cool. I don't know. It could just be me. We're not sure. Brittany is also very weird, so it could be me. Which spell do you think would be the most useful to learn? Any spell about cleaning. Any spell about cooking. Bruh. Could you imagine, imagine me filling orders. I'm looking at my desk right now. It's a hotmess.com. If I could just, and then everything just go back to where it's supposed to go. Trash take itself out. Any housekeeping spell would be great. I can't even pick one. Anyone that helps me clean and do my hair. Ew. One that will wash my hair and deep condition it. If I could do a spell where my hair goes into a bubble and it just washes everything and then dries it and then I come out and my twist out's bomb, that's the one I want. So I'm going with that. Which character do you think at Hogwarts you would instantly become best friends with? Angelina. And to me, Angelina is Black in the story. And I feel like she's one of the few Black girls in the story. So I know people don't want to admit this, but we would have congregated to each other immediately because we were the few Black people. But she seems like me, my kind of vibe. She's a very strong woman in herself. She played sports. She was popular, but still did what she needed to do. She was some kind of a leader. I would vibe with her, hands down. I would be on her team. She and I would have been teammates the whole time we were there. We would have been buds. Even though we were in different houses, we would have been buds. Yeah, that's what I think. Number 26 is, if you could own one of the Hallows, which one would it be? Obviously, the invisibility cloak. This is going to sound so weird, but I feel like it would be so dope if I could just, even in an airport, because I've always been one of those people that wants to create, the pods where you could, rent out a room or something in the airport and just be by yourself until it's time for you to board. I would love that. Granted, I do enjoy people watching. There are a lot of times where I want to just be by myself, and I would pay for that. So yeah, visibility cloak. Number 27 is there any aspect of the books that you would like to change? No? Can't think of anything. Plus, my nose is getting really stuffy and I'm trying not to sneeze because I don't want to rub makeup off my nose. #problems. Let's see. Number 29 is, your favorite marauder is Lupin. Oh, sorry, I'm using my wand as a back scratcher. Today's been a struggle. I can't believe I did that on the camera. But my favorite marauder is Lupin. Number 29, if you could bring one person back to life, who would you bring back? I would reunite the Weasley twins. I don't know. I love their relationship. The fact that they were, I can say the first time that I read the series, I was angry about Lupin and Tonks, obviously, and I was ticked off with Sirius, and Dumbledore, I was shocked, but I actually cried when all the Weasleys were together boo-hooing. I cried. I even have a moment where I feel like the tears are forming in my eyes again. I would bring him back. Molly did not deserve that. Molly has gone through enough. I would reunite the twins. I can't think of any other better one to do. The last question is number 30. It's Hallows or Horcruxes. Considering that you would actually have to murder people to create the Horcruxes, I'm gonna go with the Hallows. Alright guys, so that was my Ultimate Harry Potter tag. I will leave the link to the original video that has the questions and everything, because she obviously deserves credit. And I'm going to tag some people. I just need to make sure that they're Harry Potter heads, basically. So check down below to see if you've been tagged. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. And until the next time, guys, bye!